Namaskar, Khushro Bitia, myself JV and Dr. Pramila Kajla, Assistant Professor in Department of Physiology and Biochemistry from Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University. Today our topic is male reproductive system. Reproductive system ensure the continuation of species. Gonads are primary reproductive organs which produce the gametes, that is egg or ovum. A pair of testes, singular testes, produce sperm in male and a pair of ovaries produce ovum in females. Reproductive organ include primary sex organ and accessory sex organs. Primary sex organs. Testes are the primary sex organ or gonad in males. Accessory sex organs in male are seminal vesicles, prostate gland, urethra and penis. External and internal genitalia. Reproductive organs are generally classified into two groups, namely external genital organs and internal genitalia. External genital organ in male are scrotum, penis, urethra. Remaining sex organ constitute the internal genitalia. Functional anatomy of testes. Testes are the primary sex organ or gonads in males. There are two testes in almost all the species. In human being, both the testes are ovoid or walnut-shaped bodies that are located and suspended in a sac-like structure called scrotum. Each testis weight about 15 to 19 gram and measure about 5 into 3 centimeter. Testis is made up of 900 coiled tubules called seminiferous tubules which produce sperm. Seminiferous tubules continue as a was afferent which form the epididymis. It is continuated as vas deferens. Vas deferens is also called ductus deferens, spermatic deferens or sperm duct. From epididymis in scrotum, the vas deferens extend on its one side upward into abdominal cavity via inguinal canal. Terminal portion of vas deferens is called ampulla. Ampulla of vas deferens join duct of seminal vesicles of same side to form ejaculatory duct. Both the ejaculatory duct empty into single urethra. Actually, ejaculatory duct open into prostatic part of urethra. In this diagram, you can see this is testis. This sac-like structure is called scrotum. After epididymis, then vas deferens. This is gland, seminal vesicles, and it joins to urethra. Covering of testis. Each testis is enclosed by three covering: tunica vasculosa and tunica albuginea. Tunica vasculosa is the innermost covering. It is made up of connective tissue and it is rich in blood vessels. Tunica albuginea is the middle covering. It is a dense fibrous capsule. Tunica vaginalis. Tunica vaginalis is the outermost closest cleft-like covering formed by mesothelial cells. It is formed by vesicles and parietal layer which glide on one another and allow free movement of testis. Vesicle layer of tunica vaginalis adhere to the tunica albuginea and the parietal layer lines the inner surface of scrotum. Anterior and lateral surface of testis are covered by all the three layers. Posterior surface is covered by tunica albuginea only. Lobules of testis. Tunica albuginea on the posterior surface of testis is thickened to form the mediastinum testis. From this, the connective tissue septa called septula testis radiate into testis and bind with the tunica albuginea at various points. Because of this, testis is divided into a number of pyramidal lobules. The septal don't form complete partition, so the lobules of testis anastomose with one another or at many places. Each testis has about 200 to 300 lobules. Seminiferous tubules. Each lobule contains 1 to 4 coiled tubules known as seminiferous tubules, which are surrounded and supported by intralobular connective tissue. Seminiferous tubules don't end bluntly but form single, double or triple arc. Limb of an arc are not in same lobule. So in this diagram you can see these are seminiferous tubules. This is tunica albuginea layer. This structure is called lobule. septum testis, and after this it form mediastinum of rete testis. After this was efferents, and this is head of epidermis. After that was deferens. Rete testis is a network of thin-walled channels present in mediastinum. All the seminiferous tubules open into rete testis. Vas efferent. From rete testis, 8 to 15 tubules are called vas efferents. Arise. Vas efferents join together and form the head of epidermis and then covering to form the duct of epidermis. Epididymis. Duct of epidermis is enormously convoluted tubules with a length of 4 meters. It began at head where it received the vas efferents. Vas deferens. At the caudal portion, pole of testis, epidermis turns sharply upon itself and continue as vas deferens without any definite demarcation. Interstitial cell of Leydig. Interstitial cell of Leydig are the hormone secreting cells of testis lying between the seminiferous tubules. So first, seminiferous tubules. Rete testis arise from seminiferous tubules, then vas efferents, head of epidermis, duct of epidermis, then vas deferens, ampulla, ejaculatory duct, and last urethra. This session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.